Oh boy, are we getting closer to this Europa League final. It's one episode away, but we've got to make sure we make it with games today ending out the season. Hey guys, and welcome back to the FIFA 21 West Ham United Career Mode, episode 13, Unlucky for Some, season 2. As we start on the contract page, you can see we've got a lot of players right here, including some that I'd actually want to keep, as these all have 3 months left on their... Shut up, alarm. 3 months left on their contract, as we're going to go through and renew some of them. We've got Ogbonna, who is unfortunately retiring, but kind of fortunately at the same time, because we wasn't playing him at all. We've got Jew, we've got Nathan Trott, who I might sign on just to sell in the next year with Rosa, Diallo, Ubeko. I don't think these three are going to make it. Even Ashby might not, because I do want to sign Ben Johnson back up. And speaking of it, we're just going to get into it straight away. I do feel like Ben Johnson is the suitable replacement for when Kufal decides to retire, if he ever does, because that man is a machine. So Ben Johnson's staying an extra 3 years. We might not even get that far with this save, as Jew's the next one. As here we go, a 1-year contract. And I think I do want to sell this guy in the future, so don't want to give him much if he even accepts that, which he might not. Wants a bit of a higher wage than expected, but hopefully we'll leave. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. Just the two contracts. Of course, Felipe Anderson I would like to sign up, but he is off to Milan right now, and we've got to live with it. We've got to move on and play this game today. Not think about signings to replace him until we actually can get some players in. Because if we win these 2 legs, that is, and then the final, we'll have a big pull of players. And here we go, Real Sociedad. We're away in the first leg, just how I like it to be, but I have spotted something. Oyarzabal, 11 goals. Now, I thought Golovin was good in this tournament. Granted, he hasn't played it all, but he has just blown our players out of the water. Mayoral and Golovin together just have 1 goal over Oyarzabal, so he's going to be very, very decent for Sociedad. And if we beat them, and we maybe win the final, which is a big ask at the moment, we might be able to sign him one day. You never know. With Dragowski in goal for this game, we've got Kufal, Zima, Diop and Aarons, who's unhappy for some reason. With Jay Hammond, Rice, Souček and Pedro Goncalves. With Alexander Golovin in camp and Borja Mayoral up front. Needs to carry on his form. He's actually doing really, really well at the moment. He just had a little bit of a dip, as Golovin's doing still decent as always behind him, and they should partner up. And here we are. Who's the team we face away? They've got Ramiro in goal. He's a decent goalkeeper, isn't he? I'm not sure if I've had him before. With Gorosabal, Radu, Rugani and Haisaj at the back. Marino, Herrera and Silva. I think that's still David still going, with Machis, Isaac and Baron Texia up front, who I definitely have had in my... Oh, was it Ibar or Chelsea save? I'm not sure, but we focus on the present now and hopefully the future. If we get a good result here, yes, I know there is another leg after this as well, but if we get the game going like we did against Anderlecht and just act like we are world beaters, we should be fine for it. As now it's out to Pedro Goncalves straight away on the attack. Mayoral's through the back, you know, it's chipped in towards him. Header, really good one, and the keeper just gets a grasp, but it's a bad ball. And it was a bit of a reaction that he needed to try and put that goalwards, and not the best. And Isaac here with the ball. He's actually a little bit behind us now, as Sociedad do look like a better team than the ones we have played before, as it's now into Machis. I don't know who these beat on the way to this final, but they are keeping the ball well here. Into Isaac. Now on to Silva. David Silva with the shot, and Real Sociedad take the lead in the semi-final, courtesy of the old man. He's about 38 in this save, but he has Sociedad in front. The Spanish side take the lead, and that is a shock and a turn up for the Bucks. Probably what the commentary and everyone expected, but not me. I thought we were going to try and fly a little bit, but no. Into the side netting finesse. Diop not in front of his man. And if we're going to win here away, we have to come from behind. Very, very poor, but hey-ho. What can you do right now? Not complain. That's what we can do. As I said, Diop gives it to the side of him into Max Aarons. Now back in the middle to Diop. On to Declan Rice. Across to David Zima now, and that's a good ball out to Goncalves. A good touch to cut him inside as well, but there's so many players around him. Still going though, Goncalves wide of the mark. Thomas Souček though still does have the ball. 25 minutes in, we're going to fight for a leveler right here. Jay Hammond straight in the middle to Golovin. Now around to Mayoral, who's going to try and cut this back and give it back to Golovin, but it's straight to Radu. Mayoral's passing. Him and Zima just know how to do the basics of the job right, but passing wise, they are just both god-awful. David Silva running at us here, gives it to Baron Texier as he's going to try and get round us. Marino gets the ball back in the middle, and that's Hector Herrera, isn't it, of Atletico Madrid. Really good signing for Sociedad. They've got an ageing team, but one that does like to battle hard, as they're proving now. It's Isaac. He's actually quite young, to be fair, but David Silva ain't, as he's keeping it away from Diop. Diop trying to get a tackle in, does trip his man, but they're going to play on, and it's Isaac with the ball. Can we get the tackle in? Is he going out of play? No, he isn't. And Zima all over the place. They're doing really, really well as Sociedad. David Silva stayed down. Hector Herrera. Can Declan Rice get there? He can. And this is where we break. It's Golovin with Mayoral in front of him. We've got Pedro Goncalves to the right as we're going to give it to Pedro. He's going to run. Come on, this would be a great counter if we can get something. Goncalves to the back post to Rice. And he scuffed it. What a poor header as Souček gets his right though. Thomas Souček, I just wish it was him running onto that one. As now it's Declan Rice. What can Declan try and do here? He's going to give it into Golovin. Turn quick. What a turn, but just too much power on the pass. And I think the half-time whistle is going to come. Yes, Hammond with a poor header as it's 1-0 to Sociedad at the break. And we need to improve. We really need to improve. Milan and Roma is the other semi-final. They are 0-0, but we need to make this 1-1 at least. We have had more possession as well, so I don't know why we're lacking behind, as now it's Declan Rice who gives it to Souček. Can Mayoral make a move? He's not really, so I'm going to give it to Vladimir Koufal. Now on to Golovin. Back heel that again to Mayoral. He loves a back heel as Borja can't really get an option and goes all the way back to Diop. Into Rice. Round the corner again. Mayoral tackled. So difficult to get back into this one, as now it's Rugani. Through the middle, David Silva. It's on to Isaac. He's actually done Diop, but Zima on the cover, and he actually gets a good pass out. That's good from David Zima. As now Declan Rice. Put that out to the left, and if that stays in, that is an amazing ball, but it's just bounced over Hammond, and it just doesn't seem like anything's going for us. It seems like that bad kind of day. You always hope that the bad days don't come in semi-finals, as it's Isaac. Now on to Miguel Moreno. He's going to try and get around as the ex-Newcastle man, and that's a great tackle from Diop. They're screaming for a free kick as Golovin's going to run on. They've got a defender who's dropped back. Make that move, Mayoral. Can he get there? No. He just ain't got the pace. I think if we get another striker, we need either a tall one or a fast one, because Mayoral's just in the middle of both, and sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes you just need that one outlet. As Bartre around the corner, can't even say his name right, as Souček pass it straight back to them, and we're always just chasing this ball. As Declan Rice now has it, and it's out to Hammond through the middle, onto Mayoral, and this is a chance. Go on, Hammond. Complete your run, as he's got the pass through to Jay Hammond. He needs to just cut inside, and the ball's stopped in the box. Can you just give me a break? It's not working, as now Jay Hammond does have it again, though, and it's a bit too quick for my liking, as now he gives it to Thomas Souček. We've got someone in the middle I think it's Mayoral. Don't be offside, Koufal, and he is. The chance just ain't coming. We need to do something about it. And you might have seen that I actually changed the formation up. We've got Lanzini now in cam and Felipe Anderson up front. I've put him up front, but I've put him as a left forward, so his rating doesn't go down as much, because I do need the outlet. I really, really do. As now Koufal gives it down the line into Goncalves. Now into Felipe Anderson. I need the fast guy up front, but he's got no strength. And it honestly does look like a win for Sociedad. It's okay, though. Of course, we lost to Leipzig and beat them, who I think might have been a better team than Sociedad as well, as that's the game. It's 1-0 to Sociedad in the first leg, and we have it all to make up for. And it's made a bit of a dilemma now, because we have the London derby next against Tottenham, but I might not play it just to focus on the next one of this. And that's another L in that month, but what I mean by what I just said is we have Tottenham next, and then Sociedad at home. So I think I'm going to actually simulate Tottenham and Leeds today, which in any other day I definitely wouldn't. But I'm going to play the last game of the season against Arsenal away at the Emirates. It always seems to be that. It wasn't a Grimsby save all the time. Why is it always finish on Arsenal? But we'll just have to let it slide, as it is a bit dodgy simulating Tottenham. But after the Sociedad game, we have no choice. And yes, although it is a big derby, I am probably setting myself up for failure. But I need to, because I am off all out. It's Sociedad. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to win this game, of course, for the league position. But it's very unrealistic that people drop like 4 points above us, or 12 points, 4 games dropped. So we're going to go for the Europa League instead, as Dragowski's in goal, Koufal, Niakate, Ogbonna and Masuaku, with Hammond, Rice, Aribo and Lanzini, Felipe Anderson and Dykes up front. So I'll swap them two around as well, hoping for a victory, which doesn't really look like it's going to come at the London Stadium against Spurs. So the fans might not be happy. You guys might not be happy, but I apologise for this. I really want to win the Europa League, and we've got to get behind from behind. So are we going to win? No, but we actually do score 2 goals, as it's McTominay, Son. Lo Celso got sent off and Lanzini scored again, as Dykes actually levelled it up, but El Nesyri and McTominay with a brace. And here it is. Let's ignore that defeat and let's just move on to the next one. As Ogbona's happy he played as well, so I think it was a little bit good for morale, but it still seems to be slumped down. Maybe that's because we actually lost the game as well, as this is what we need to try and do. Just score a goal. Simple as that. We still want to win the game after that, but score a goal early on and get back into it. And only one change in this lineup, and you might get angry with this as well, but Felipe Anderson just doing my head in, asking him for a contract all the time. Really, really poor attitude and going down in rating. So Knight, the youth player, gets his chance on the bench. Will he come on? I don't know. Probably Lanzini, as this is the team. Dragowski, Kufal, Zima, Diop, Aarons, Hammond, Rice, Souček, Goncalves, Golovin, and Mayoral. It's the same one, hoping for a different outcome. And boys, let's take the field for the last time. The atmosphere is booming like it was in the Leipzig game. These fans don't half know how to get behind us when we, of course, are behind ourselves in the not the game, but the legs, the aggregate scoreline, as there's Sociedad's team as well. Have they done what they usually do and made loads of changes? Let's have a look. They've got Ramiru. It looks like Fernandez has come in there. They've got Gossarabal, Radu, Rugani and Heisaj. Same defence. Marino, Herrera, Fernandez in cam. No David Silva. That's a big loss, the goal scorer. With Baron Texier on the right, Oyarzabal on the left, and Isak up front. Different. So let's see what's going to come of this. As Max Aarons with the knee down. He's going to just pass it straight in the middle to Declan Rice. And an early goal would really do as well. Mayoral straight onto the front foot. I like it as Pedro Goncalves gets it on this wing. Can we find someone through the middle? Runs into a bit of danger, but Souček to even read this one. And Kufal, I need your support. Kufal, mate. There we go. Vladimir into Mayoral. Round to Golovin. On to Declan Rice. Now Hammond. And just tried to work it too much. I have to actually go a little bit straightforward route one, as Isak's actually beating Kufal to that. That ain't good from the right back, but still, I do have faith in him getting the tackle, as he does. Beautiful work. And he gets a good ball down to Goncalves, who's nutmegged Heisaj. What a move from Pedro Goncalves. That is perfect skill to get away from the defender, as Pedro's still going. Goncalves going all the way. Pedro Goncalves just have it on the angle, and it didn't bounce like I wanted. I thought he would save it, but I thought we were going to bounce across net for one of our players to tap it in. It just didn't give us the chance to. Great skill from the £60 million man. We've actually got his worth for him now, as that's a poor pass, but it has fallen to Alexandra Golovin here, as he's going to give it to the side of him to Souček. Can he return the favour? Golovin round the corner. Can we score? It's another great save, Ramiro. As it's going to take a lot to beat that keeper. I think he is on it, is Alex Ramiro. So we're getting these chances off. We've had more chances in this first 20 minutes than we have in the whole game last time out, so I'm happy with that, but we need to score one pronto, as that ball's through to Mayoral as well. Borja Mayoral running through, can put the cross in. It's a good one to Hammond at the back post, across. Souček, get in there. Not really getting it. And still we chase the game, as Isak goes for a back heel. Zima with the read. Everyone in the defence is on it like they were in the Leipzig game, which I love to see. We've been motivated by this crowd, as we've got there with Souček as well. We've got their double, as we've got the ball now with Pedro Goncalves. Runners in the middle, Golovin and Mayoral at the back post, but I'm going to try and dummy that. Pass it in the middle now to Golovin, who has to go all the way around, and Rugani. Perfect challenge. I tell you what, if we don't get anything out of this, I'm going to be disappointed. We are so much the better side, as Souček through the middle there to Golovin. Another chance here. It's Alex Golovin. Oh, and the pass. I didn't want it in front of the defenders. I wanted it just through the gap behind them, as it's a poor pass from the cam, who's now 85 rated as well, as Declan Rice gets the tackle in, but it still falls back to him, as Isak with the pass over, or Isak to Baron Texier. Just chasing the ball around, and there we go, Declan Rice with the read. We need one before half-time. That's the perfect opportunity to score, as it's through the middle right there to Mayoral. Right side of the defender, it's Borja Mayoral. Golovin can't really sweat it, so he just puts it in himself. And Borja Mayoral has West Ham in front, like he scored against Leipzig when we were behind. It's all square. Ow, bit my tongue. Yeah, just really hurt my tongue. Just bit it funny, as that is a really good goal as well. One-on-one, never missing. Near post, just finessed it straight into that top bin. And Ramiro, sorry mate, no chance. All square again. Absolutely Love it, as we're going to still get on with this second half. Could we make it 2-1 at half time? It's Borja Mayoral, you know, with a chance, and Golovin over the top as he's missed it. That was a huge chance to make it 2-1, and Alexander Golovin has missed the target in an obscene chance. How are you missing? That is gutting. That is a huge chance wasters. Isaac now. Don't let them score before half-time themselves. That would be terrible, as Fernandez is round us, but there we go. It's 1-0 towards at the break. We are level. We both have a home goal now, so this will go to extra time as it stands, but I do not want that. Let's get the win. Let's get ourselves into that Europa League final and get it won, shall we, for some Champions League football and a huge AS trophy, as we've got it back now. Goncalves to Kufal through the middle again to Souček as we're still kicking on. The start of this second half. 1-2. What a ball. Mayoral. Oh, and he scored. We now do lead against Sociedad. It's in the roof of the net. And it's a brilliant passing move that's led to the goal. Come on, Borja. The striker who many have doubted, including myself at times, proves that he was worth every penny. For a striker that wasn't like 50 million, that is just a perfect finish. He's walking us into the Europa League final at the moment as it stands. As I'm looking at Ramiro's movement, I'm focused on that. How poor was he? I think he should have saved that with ease, to be fair, as now we've got the ball again. Beautiful time to score as well. Their team talk is out of the window as Hector Herrera reads that one though. Can't let them get another one because then they are in front. It's an away goal for them, so we've got the good tackling, but it's a free kick. Never thought about it that way. Yeah, if they score, we've got to score again. There's no extra time. So it's going to be Hector Herrera over it. Stepped over. Mikel Oyarzabal with a free kick. Straight to Dragowski. And on the hour mark, they've just absolutely hammered the ball out of play as we have the throw-in. Kufal. Make sure we stay in there third and make sure we don't give the ball away for a cheap counter, as now it's Golovin who got the goal for Mayoral with good passing. It's Mayoral again, and no hat-trick there then. Very poor shot as now Max Aarons. Beautiful little lift and dink over to Souček. Now on to Pedro Goncalves as Golovin. It told me to take him off, but he's staying on as he gives the ball now to Hammond. Hammond drew that across on the floor, and I went for it. It didn't work, but now Goncalves, and the defence was playing around with it a little bit, just toying with it, but Pedro Goncalves couldn't get his shot off, so it remains at 2-1. Over 20 minutes. It's down to these boys on the field to get it done. As Diop reads his man perfectly, and it's back onto Hammond. Jay Hammond cut away from him. There we go. We've got the pace boost. Mayoral getting that middle as it's over to Goncalves. Not what I wanted. And I think he might have actually passed that because it went across the goal, didn't it? As now that's a ball onto Mayoral. We've got the run of Hammond around. What a run. Jay Hammond. Great touch and a great finish. What a third goal as we are cruising now and have the cushion in the Europa League semi-final second leg. And it looks like we could be going to wherever there is for the final of the Europa League. What a run. What a touch. And the keeper was stuck to the spot. There's glue on his boots right there. As, oh my days, what a finish. I am so glad we rested against Tottenham. Now, yes, conceding 4 against the rivals is tough, but when it gets you into your Europa League final, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take any day of the week. I'd rather have a trophy than one derby win, as now Isaac gives it to Marino over to David Zima, as we've got 15 minutes left. They need 2 to win it, as now it's Oyarzabal. It's impossible to go to extra time as well because they'll just get away goals, and that's good knowing I don't have to play the players for an extra 30 minutes. They can get the fitness back for Leeds, and we can try him out right there practicing for the final, as it's a Diop running through the middle. The centre-back gives it on to Declan Rice, and that is a shoddy pass, and they might even get a counter-attack from it. Oyarzabal, no! I've clipped him with Zima. What a terrible decision from me. That's my own fault. That's my own fault, as now David Zima's out for the Europa League final. I didn't realise it was on a yellow. Give me all the grief you want. It's reckless, it's stupid. It's not what we needed, as now Declan Rice with the ball as well. Gives it on to Borja Mayoral. Good step to the side as well, as he's going to run through. And can we get this ball out to Hammond? Another goal would make me a bit happier after that suspension, as now it's Jay Hammond running through. Can he get his second of the game? He rolls it! And he doesn't, and less than a minute now on the clock, just to see out for this win as Souček. Oh, mate, come on, he got a little bit of a push there, but nothing given. As can we just keep chasing this ball? We don't need to, as that is game done and dusted. 3 to West Ham, none to Real Sociedad. Yes, we played with 10 men for the last 10 minutes, and I wasn't bothered about 10 men in this game. It's the next one without Zima. We've got Niakate and Ogbonna, but It's hard to take. And I'm honestly a bit fuming with it. As hey ho, we can get 6 points and just level it up with Manchester United, but then they have a game in hand. So I think 8th is where we're really aiming for here with Leeds United, and I think it's Arsenal last, which will rotate the team against. My words out in the end, as we're just going to play this squad at the moment. This is the last time they're going to play till the Europa League final, so they might lose it with the fitness they're on, but I honestly don't care. I just want to play them, hopefully get their goal scoring up, as it's a 2-2 draw. It's Rodrigo with a goal for them. It won't let me scroll up again for some reason, as Declan Rice got a brace for us and Loren, the striker, for them. Oh, my manager's rating's going down again because Manuel Lanzini has some problems with his contract. I think that's what might be upsetting people. So I'm going to try and sign it. He's submitted a transfer request, which is horrible. Got to sort this one out, and he's not even willing to renew, so that is stupid. We might lose Manuel Lanzini next season, and we're losing Felipe Anderson. So again, I'm constantly signing attacking midfielders, which we do need to do again, as now it's Arsenal, and we'll rotate the team, as I think it's Milan we have in the final. Is it? Yes, it is, at the neutral ground. Don't be in Italy, the San Siro or something. That's not fair. As yeah, we'll just rotate the team fully for this, as this is when the youth get their time to shine. It's very, very weak with Randolph in goal, Johnson, Niakate, Ogbonna and Masuaku at the back, all playing for their, I'd say, positions next season, because they're all like second choice with Jew, Alexandra, Aribo and Hammond. Yes, I don't know why I always put him through in the second team. It's probably just because he's a youth player as well, with Knight in Calmuck, see improvement from him, and Lyndon Dykes up front, who, to be fair, when I've simulated games in the Premier League, scored a lot more than I would expect from him. And let's have a look at this Arsenal team. It's going to be hard for Dykes here with Leno, Maitland-Niles, Tierney, Mavropanos, Neva and Chambers. So they've changed a bit as well, with Xhaka and Matteo Guendouzi, Richarlison, Saïd Benrahma and Pepe. If he scores against us, boys, it's on you. I know it's a weaker side, but we're against his old striker, or our old actual Cam, so let's defend him. Let's lights out, and away we go. It's a handball from us, though. Damn it. We finished 9th, and it's on about us avoiding the drop, and there needs to be changes. I don't know what the commentary on about there. We finished 9th, yes. Very underperformed, but we're in the Europa League final, which could get us into the Champions League through the shortcut. I don't know what the problem is there, as now it's Knight on the ball. It's a good step to the side as well, you know, and it's on to Jew. We could score first against Arsenal, and it's off the bar. What a move for the youngsters, as that's Richarlison on to Xhaka. Around the corner, Saïd Benrahma, and he scored. He scored 14 minutes in. We can't defend that when it's Ben Johnson who don't get across, and Saïd, good to see you, mate. I'd appreciate if you weren't celebrating as much, though, because you were at our club and I kind of made you. With the games against Palace, you were the best player for us, so hush a little bit, stay humble. As it's now on to Misake Ju again, as he's going to try and do something. Gives it into Johnson. Get that through the middle onto Knight, who's actually not having a bad game, this Knight kid in the midfield. Pass that in the middle again to Jew. Across to Lyndon Dykes, and he's tapped it in. We have an equaliser against Arsenal. And can you believe that? It's Lyndon Dykes, the QPR man, who gets a goal. Didn't expect that one. I thought we were down and out and getting a thrashing after that goal, but no, it's a good bit of disguised ball, as, yeah, 2 players disguising the ball, Knight and Jew, as it goes straight into Dykes to tap it home. Love it, as now it's 25 minutes in, onto Alexandra, now onto Aribo as well in the midfield, as Knight. Can we get this over the top to Lyndon Dykes? We could get 2. If he's onside here, Dykes has a big chance, and he is. Taps it down with his head, shoots, and Leno with an easy save. Shot had to be better. Unfortunately, that wasn't to be, as almost got the bell there with the slide tackle, but it's back in the middle to Richarlison. And Arsenal take the chance after we missed one. Richarlison with it. Poor defending. Very poor, but what can you do? It's our reserve team, isn't it? Slid in Ogbonna, as this is going to be a bad way to go when he's retiring, but oh well. Only the final game of the season, which we're not really fighting for anything with, as Richarlison now. He's going all around us. Gives it into Matteo Guendouzi and Pepe. Can we get a tackle in here on Nicolas Pepe? He's passed it all the way back into Mavropanos. Round the corner. Onto him again as Guendouzi, just chasing bodies. And to say we've got Jay Hammond on the field, we haven't really utilised him. 1 minute before the end of this half, as that's round the corner to Dykes again, you know. And Lyndon Dykes, give that back to Joel Aribo. What a cross, Joel Aribo! Just can't get his foot round it. And that is half-time. It is 1-2 to Arsenal. Almost got it wrong there, but we are 2-1 down, and I'll be happy with this result, to be fair, with the team we have put out. Of course, I always want to win, but you've got to understand it's very, very inexperienced. So let's try and go again. I mean, Arsenal considered by some to have a poor mentality. So if we just get a goal, we might allow them to crumble, as it's Chambers with the ball right now. Not getting the instant one we did against Sociedad here. And a header right there as it goes on to Knight right here. Decides to go with his foot in the end, as it was the right decision. Gets this ball from a loose pass, and what a pass that is through to Lyndon Dykes, who has a chance here. Again, he needs to do better with his, as he cuts inside right here with a shot, and it wasn't a bad move. Really good save from Bernd Leno as we get the corner as well. Torreira coming on for, I think it was Arsenal. Yes, of course it is Arsenal. That's who we're against. To get another corner as well in the meantime. Can we get a goal here with Dykes with the header? It's over the bar. And Richarlison with the ball around the corner as well. Pepe, it's 3. It's come out of nowhere, that one as well. It's absolutely come out of nowhere. Lanzini, we've just put off the bench as well to try and get something maybe in his last game. As Pepe scores. Has honestly come out of the blue. Look at this. So we're around the box easy, and then Ogbonna, I thought was getting there, and he doesn't. Snaps his man as well. Irresponsible. And it is turning into a thrashing right here. Richarlison tackled by Ogbonna. That's a bad one as well. He's going to get booked. Don't think it's more than a red though, as not going to put Felipe Anderson on as well. He's played his last game, unfortunately. Move this wall to the side. Ogbonna got a yellow. As can we try and save this? Guendouzi over the top. It's going to be Pepe. It's going to be off the bar. And Pepe, one-on-one with Ogbonna right there. Gives it into Balogun off the bench now. As can we stop that? Ogbonna with a good read and a good ball actually to Jew. I don't think he meant it. As now it's in the middle to Manuel Lanzini, getting his farewell game and getting snapped by Guendouzi in it. As now he's a good pass right there though. Can he get an assist to Dykes, who's been chasing everything down today? He hasn't done bad. He hasn't gotten the end of everything, and of course his shots have to be better. I think Mayoral would have put a couple of his away, as I think it's going to end 3-1. Unless they get something here as Balogun threaded through, and oh my days, Randolph! How have you let that one go in? It's 4-1 to Arsenal. Game done now, if it wasn't already, which it definitely was, as that's a great ball around the corner. But Randolph, you should have got there first. I might look for a replacement backup keeper now, probably George Jordan after his loan deal, but that is shocking from Darren. Giving the old Grimsby Town hero a goal right there, Florian Balogun. If you know, you know, as it's Johnson on down the line to Jew, but game's going to be over, and is, as it's a 4-1 defeat to Arsenal. The youth, I wouldn't say have done themselves, no, they've done well with some moves, but not done themselves proud on the scoreline. Lyndon Dykes definitely has, man of the match, as we just move on to the Europa League final. But you do know what I'm going to say, don't you? Might have to be next episode. The final one, of course, of this season, as Lanzini's got an offer from Real Sociedad, who we've just played, and it's for 15.5 million. That is great money for him. Bang on his evaluation, and I'll accept it straight away. Think he might be the replacement for David Silva, and good luck to him. I know he's angry with me, but good luck, as yes, this is it for the end of this episode, I think, guys. So thank you all for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell as well, so you do not miss an episode in the future. We are so close to 2K now as well. I can smell it. I thought we were going to get there in September, but maybe in the next week or two, if you guys could get me there, I would be very appreciative. As thank you all for watching. Take care, guys, in a bit, and I'll see you all later. Peace.